Team Reba 2025. Every member of Reba McEntire's team on The Voice, Reba McEntire is in it to win it, filling her team on season 28 of The Voice with a diverse group of 12 artists. She was the first of the coaches to complete her team on the final night of blind auditions October 7, 2025. So, who made it onto Team Reba? Here are details on each artist on her team. All 12 singers will move on to the battle rounds, starting on October 13. Team Reba 2025, Corey Kennedy of West Concord, Minnesota. Kennedy, who grew up in rural Minnesota and moved to Nashville just weeks ago, got 2 chair turns from McEntire and Bublé for her rendition of the Judds' Why Not Me. But she got a standing ovation for the adorable tune she sang after. About The Voice and each judge, unsurprisingly, the country artist chose country queen McEntire to be her coach. McEntire told her, "I'm just so thrilled to be back on The Voice, and to hear your voice on that stage, singing. It took me right back to Tennessee. Makes me homesick. Your voice is wonderful, such power." Team Reba 2025, Vinya Chabra of East Brunswick, New Jersey. Rocker Vinya Chabra got 3 coaches to turn their chairs for her during the blind auditions. McEntire, Michael Bublé, and Snoop Dogg loved her strong vocals as she belted out Alanis Morissette's Ironic. When Chabra revealed she was just 14 years old, McEntire said, "You know, it's funny, Michael and I were looking at each other and he was going, 'Is she young?' I said, 'I think so.' But what a powerhouse." Though they all fought over her, Chabra conferred with her parents and chose Team Reba. Team Reba 2025, Darren Lemique of Brooklyn, New York. Darren Lemique, 35, has been singing since he was a kid but major spinal surgery at 18, gaining 19 screws and 2 rods in his back. Him to give up. Instead, he said music helped him fight his way back. Now a full-time musician, Lemique wears his heart on his sleeve with every performance, and the coaches could tell as he sang Lionel Richie's All Night Long. McEntire, who confessed she's a huge Lionel Richie fan, turned her chair, as did Bublé, who said it was obvious from Lemique's face that he was thrilled to see McEntire turn her chair. And he did, in fact, go with her as his coach. Team Reba 2025, Layton Robinson of Rogers, Arkansas. 23-year-old Layton Robinson was inspired by her grandpa, a guitarist in a Southern gospel quartet, who introduced her to classic country, she told producers. Though he died a couple of years ago, she continues to carry on his legacy, performing in Nashville 4 to 5 nights a week. McEntire loved Robinson's sound, as did Snoop, and they both turned their chairs. Snoop said that he felt like they belonged together, but in the end, Robinson chose to stick with the country queen. Team Reba 2025, Manny Costello of Athens, Georgia. Girl dad Manny Costello, 28, brought McEntire to tears with his rendition of Craig Morgan's Almost Home. He said the song gives him a good perspective on life, choking up as he talked about his beloved girls, who are big fans of McEntire's show Reba, and wanting to show them that they can put anything they put their minds to. Though Snoop also turned his chair for Costello, he knew it was a lost cause, as Horan said it was amazing that he'd moved the queen of country music to tears. Not surprisingly, Costello chose to go with McEntire. Team Reba 2025, Peyton Kyle of Tampa, Florida. 26-year-old Peyton Kyle also received a 1-chair turn from McEntire. The Freddie Mercury lookalike attended his audition with superfans Don and Susan Parr, whom he met when he moved to Georgia. That upon landing in Los Angeles, his appendix ruptured, and that he needed to have surgery immediately, noting that in the hospital bed, "Not knowing if I was gonna be able to be here after all this hard work, it was extremely scary." But he fought on, and is now on Team Reba. Team Reba 2025, Conrad Khalil of Newark, New Jersey. Now a musician living in Los Angeles, 28-year-old Conrad Khalil also works as a celebrity photographer, having worked with talent including Lori Harvey and Divine Joy Randolph. But music is his true passion, having studied voice at an arts high school. He's also just a good guy, mentoring at the Boys Girls Club, hoping to inspire the kids he works with to go after their dreams. McEntire was the only coach to turn for Khalil as he sang Usher's Caught Up, and she was thrilled she didn't have to fight for him. Team Reba 2025, Ryan Mitchell of Glendale, California. Yet another 1-chair turn for McEntire. Ryan Mitchell was the one contestant on season 28 who benefited from host Carson Daly's new Carson callback plot twist. During his first audition, singing Cigarette Daydreams by Cage the Elephant, he got 0 chair turns. But Daly saw his potential as a great rocker and used his special card to secretly bring Mitchell back to audition with another song the next night. Mitchell returned 24 hours later to sing Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time and got McEntire's chair turn. She was stunned to see him, but loved that he'd been given a second chance. Team Reba 2025, Letter to Elise of Buffalo, New York. This blind audition was 27-year-old Elliot Hunt's second time on the stage, as he auditioned as a solo artist in season 27 but didn't get any. But this time, he brought his buddy Chris Lillis, 30, with whom he's been performing as the duo Letter to Elise for the last 10 years. The coaches loved their harmonies on Take On Me, and both McEntire and Snoop turned their chairs. McEntire told them how much she loves working on harmonies, and they surprised her by choosing her as their coach. Team Reba 2025, Sean Scott of West Point, New York. Sean Scott, now 28, moved from West Point, New York, to Nashville when she was 18, chasing her dream of playing music for a living. She said she herself how to play guitar in 4th grade, after her best friend died tragically, using music and songwriting to help with her grief. Singing Wish I Knew You, Scott was shocked when McEntire hit her button at the last moment. McEntire insisted she wasn't trying to be sneaky, but was just really into the music before she realized it was ending. Scott was McEntire's 4th single chair turn. Team Reba 2025, Aaron Nichols of Bakersfield, California. Aaron Nichols, a country crooner from California, has Michael Bublé worried. He, McEntire and Snoop turned for Nichols after he blazed through Chris Stapleton's Cold. Bublé told him, "I turned and I said, I might not have a chance, but Reba McEntire's going to win The Voice with this dude. At least I want to be able to say I had turned my chair and thrown my hat into the ring." Indeed, choose McEntire as his coach, in large part because his wife is a huge fan. Afterwards, McEntire told producers, "That gravelly voice, very sexy and tough, I just love it." Team Reba 2025, Aubrey Nicole of Littlestown, Pennsylvania. Aubrey Nicole, 19, didn't get much of an overview or interview with producers, but did get emotional sharing that she'd watched The Voice for years and couldn't believe she had a chance to be on the show, saying, "My whole life, this is what I wanted." As she sang Burning House, McEntire turned her chair. And after the song was over, the country queen got choked up telling Nicole, "You know, sound penetrates walls, and boy, it went through this chair and hit my heart. You've got that gift to sing and portray that feeling to another person that needs it."